Kwenye jiji la ndoto, Afrikwear unit, Evans anahamasisha.
My name is Hanbal Mbosi from Grade 3 North. Today, as we celebrate our rich and diverse cultures, I want to shine a spotlight on a crucial aspect of our community, the empowerment of our boys. For too long, societal narratives have often overlooked the unique challenges and pressures faced by young men. We focused on the need to protect our girls, which is absolutely vital, but we must also acknowledge the struggles our boys endure. Breaking free from stereotypes, we must challenge the harmful stereotypes that limit our boys, that limit boys. We must encourage them to express their emotions, pursue their passions, whether it is dance, music, or any other art form, without fear of judgment. Nurturing emotional intelligence. Boys need to learn to navigate their emotions healthily. We need to provide them with safe spaces to discuss their feelings, address anger constructively, and build strong emotional resilience. Promoting healthy masculinity. True masculinity is not about aggression or dominance. It's about kindness, empathy, responsibility, and respect for all. Let's guide our boys towards a definition of manhood that celebrates these values, equipping them for success. We need to equip our boys with the skills they need to thrive the 21st century. Critical thinking, problem solving, and digital literacy. Let's encourage them to pursue education and explore diverse career paths. Empowering our boys is not just about their individual success, it's about creating a more just and equitable society for all. When we support our boys to become the best versions of themselves, we build a stronger, more compassionate community for everyone. Let us celebrate the unique talents and potential of every boy in our midst. Let us nurture their growth, guide them with love and understanding, and empower them to become responsible, compassionate, and successful young men. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Megan Wanjiru and I am super excited to be here today. It's Cultural Day. In the crowd, I can see very handsome, very beautiful looking people. I love the big banana smiles that I am seeing today. For those who don't know, culture is all around us. It's the yummy food we eat, the cool clothes we wear, the music we dance to, and even the stories our grandparents tell us. Every culture is unique and amazing in its own way. Today, we get to celebrate different cultures, learn new things, and most importantly, have fun. So let's enjoy the music, try new foods, and maybe learn even a dance move or two. Happy Cultural Day, everyone.
Today is a special day where we get to celebrate the many different cultures that make our world so interesting. Each of us has come from different places with unique stories, food, traditions, and languages. Cultural Day is a chance for us to learn from each other, appreciate our differences, and understand how we are all connected by being human. Let's enjoy this day and remember that learning about each other's cultures makes us stronger as a community. The importance of cultural exchange. When we share our cultures, we open doors to new experiences. By listening to different music, trying new foods, or learning about other customs, we can see the world in new ways. This helps us understand each other better and build friendships across cultures. For example, food can tell us a lot about a place. A meal shared with someone from another culture can bring joy and connection, teaching us not only about the food, but also about the history and traditions behind it. The same is true with music and art. These are the ways people express their feelings, their stories, and their dreams. Embracing diversity and moving forward. As we continue to celebrate today, let's recognize that embracing cultural diversity isn't just about appreciating different traditions on a single day. It's about understanding every aspect of our lives. In today's globalized world, our connection with others, whether near or far, continue to grow stronger. Each of us has a part to play in fostering unity in diversity. Each of the greatest benefits of cultural exchange is its importance to challenge our assumptions. When we open ourselves to learning from others, we expand our views and learn to see the world through different lenses. We are reminded that what unites us as being human beings, our hopes, dreams, and emotions, often outweighs the differences that separate us. At the same time, we must recognize that embracing diversity requires more than just passive acceptance. It calls for active engagement. We must step out outside our comfort zones, seek opportunities to learn, and engage meaningfully with others. This creates a more inclusive environment where people feel valued for who they are and where they come from. Imagine a future where cultural diversity is not merely tolerated, but celebrated as an essential part of our shared humanity. In such a world, we will work together more efficiently, resolve conflicts with great empathy, and make decisions that consider the needs of all people. The values of respect, understanding, and collaboration will guide our choices and shape our communities. So as we reflect on the diversity that surrounds us today, let's commit to carrying these lessons forward. Let's actively create spaces where every culture is respected, where everyone has a voice, and where we continue to learn from one another. Together, we can build a world where diversity is truly seen as a strength, one that enriches all of us. In conclusion, today is a reminder of how beautiful and diverse our world is. Each of us contributes to this vibrant mosaic in our own unique way. Let's continue to appreciate, respect, and learn from one another, not just today, but every day. By doing so, we'll create a more inclusive, compassionate world where all cultures are valued and celebrated. Thank you for being part of this wonderful celebration, and let's move forward with open hearts and minds. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Banis Ndindandolo, ready to present for you a narrative. Once upon a time, in the heart of Kenya, lived a man named Kazi. He was preparing for a big event, his villagers' annual celebration of everything Kenyan. This was the kind of celebration where the whole village came together to celebrate the rich tradition, food, culture, and most importantly, laughter. Now Kazi was known for being a bit of a character. He had the classic swagger, tall, a bright smile, a collection of colorful beads that he probably stole from his sister, and a hat that he claimed from a prominent Maasai elder, though it was a cap he just found in the market. He was determined to win the annual fashion show, which, unlike the highway runways in Milan, involved wearing something that could be totally mistaken for an entire tourist brochure. Think of Masai shuka paired with a pair of sunglasses and slippers because hiyo ni style. Meanwhile, in another corner of the celebration, two uncles were having an intense debate on the correct way on how to cook ugali, the maize flour dish that holds a sacred place in every Kenyan's heart. One uncle insisted that the only real ugali is made using a traditional wooden spoon known as a mwiko, while the other uncle insisted on modern technology, a whisk, or even worse, a blender will do the trick. The debate ranged on for what felt like hours, with frequent hand gestures moving in the air and frequent shouting of "we, you use a blender to make ugali." When mse wa kisasa sana walai. As the sun began to set, casting an orange glow over the village, Kazi found himself devouring a plate of chapati and skuma, agreeing that no matter how ridiculous his day was, there was no better place on earth than Kenya. And so, with a full belly, a broken sandal, and a story to tell for ages, Kazi learned a valuable lesson. That in Kenya, the culture may be wild, the humor may be eccentric, and the fashion may be questionable, but there is always love, laughter, and food in abundance. And that, my friend, is the true spirit of being a Kenyan. Thank you.
Away, There were people who were very young. Just imagine, they were young like you and me. There was no old man or woman in the village. In that village, people liked to party a lot. They spent all day eating yummy foods like pizza, burgers, name them, and also taking fresh juice and wine. And after a good day of feasting, they would go and sleep. So that continued day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And it still went on until one day a severe drought came to the village and left them with nothing to eat or drink. Oh, they were so hungry and sad. They went to their leader Levi and they cried and wailed to their leader to help them. The leader did not have any food and he did not have anything to tell them. So he said to himself, if I do not help these people, they will disturb me and I will not have time to sleep. So he took a bag and put all his things and precious belongings in it. And he left the village saying, I am no longer your leader. Find someone else to be your leader. And the people were left with no one to be their leader. And students, guess who showed up? A little boy. And he said, I will be your leader if only you stop eating and drinking all day. The people were shocked but agreed. So they started planting crops, planting trees, watering, weeding, harvesting until they had enough to eat and drink again. At night, the little boy would visit an old man in another village. The old man would tell him stories and teach him lessons. With those words of wisdom, the boy grew up to be a great leader, the leader of the ancient village. Thank you.
Long, long ago in the deep, dry, dusty desert, lived a young girl and her family. The girl used to have a wish to become the first ever president to be a woman. But she never believed in herself. Every time after fetching water from the well, the girl used to go back home and start crying because she would always get bullied by people coming from school and would always feel bad because she did not have the money. Lily was a little girl, afraid of the big wide world. She grew up within a castle walls. And the girl used to cry a lot because her sister would come from school and start bullying her because the parents did not have money to take both of them to school. When the girl was 18 years old, she decided to run away from home because she saw that she was suffering through misery and death. As she ran away, it took her 4 days and 4 nights. And it's 4 days late, 4 days late, and all hope is gone. Lord, we don't understand why you waited so long. As during her journey, she met herself in a very beautiful green forest. She wondered, here is where our warriors came to take fruits. Wow, so beautiful. All her throat dry and thirsty, decided to drink water from the flowing river. As she finished drinking water, she decided to take some fruits from the following trees: banana, pineapple, mango, and etc. As the following day she used to continue walking in the desert, she found herself in a very small village called the Forever Village. She decided, what if I stay here as I'm going to look for the future technology world to become the world's first ever woman to become a president? As the girl continued, she decided to go in front of the king and queen. She knelt down and said, oh, my king and queen, I came from a nearby desert and I'm very thirsty. It was so far, I was passing through death and miseries. To all of the kings and the queens at the throne, we will pop champagne, raise our tones. To all of the queens who were fighting alone, baby, you're not dancing on your own.
So the king and queen saw pity on the girl and said, okay, we'll take you in as the princess of this village. The king went and announced to the whole village, and now we present to you the new princess of the village. She will be the ruler of this village. When we die, she will bear kids, she'll have a husband, and make sure this village is a better place. As the girl continued, a few years later, she saw that the community had too many unity, and now she was very happy. In the dark of night, the stars light the sky. In the dark of me, it's just like you and me. Everyone is lonely sometimes, but I would walk 1,000 miles to see you rise. You are not a lonely family. Come, let us escape from this reality. A few days later, the king came to the girl and told her, little girl, we have a war coming, and we need you to go and do it. And the girl said, yes, father, I could. Would you deny? As the girl continued, during the day of the war, the girl marched fearlessly, not knowing problems, marching with her behind, ready to cover her with a very black cloth. As she went to the war ground, she found that she was fighting against that community. She wondered, and she decided to tell them to stop, but she did not have any choice, and decided to run away. She ran away and found herself in the future and technology world, where she wanted to go all these years since she was born. She decided to start studying and go into a fancy school and become a president. But it was not easy for her. She did not have money for food, money for clothes, and even money for house. Sisindo wale tuliosaidiwa, na Mungu. Sisindio wale tuliosaidiwa, na Baba. As the girl continued, she decided to give up on her studies and go back to the community. But she remembered how she was passing through misery and death and decided to continue learning. As she continued, she became the first ever woman to be a president. As she continued, a few days later, as enjoying her money and making the world a better place, her parents and the king and queen came to her asking, where were you all this time? We've been looking for you. Where did you run off to? The girl replied, you are not my parents. I don't know you. You left me through misery and death. Meanwhile, as she was arguing with her parents, a younger sister went and tried to steal on a man, not knowing that the girls were following her and caught up just in time. They took her to the lady and told her, why were you trying to steal my money? Or because you are jealous because I rose higher than you, okay? And now she told her parents, guards, take them to the prison. They thought that the prison would look nice because it was world of technology, but they did not know they will regret what they have done.
Wakubwa shikamoni, wadogo hamjambo. Kwa majina naitwa Firuz Hassan na mimi ndio nitakuwa mwanahabari wenu wa leo. Siku hii ni siku itakuwa ya kusisimua kweli kweli, kwa sababu tunapewa fursa ya kufurahikia tamaduni tajika. Kuna kila aina ya tamaduni kuanzia Waswahili, Wakikuyu, Wamasai, Wasomali, Wakamba, Wahindi na kadhalika. Mambo haya yote yamewekwa parawanja. Namkaribisha mwenzangu Zainab Kasim awape uhondo zaidi. Siku ya Alhamisi tuliweza kutukutana na wanafunzi kadha wa kadha na tukawahoji. Michelle Moi, mchezaji densi mkuu, alisema yafuatayo: tutakuwa tukisakata densi za Kiswahili ambazo zaeleza zaidi kuhusu tamaduni za Kiswahili. Inahusisha muondoko wa densi ya chakacha ambayo yazingatia zaidi katika msokoto wa kiuno. Pia huongeza imani katika mwili, maumbile na kipaji cha mtu. Kwa upande mwingine, tulimhoji Tanaka Tavi na akatuarifu mambo haya. Tutakuwa tukifanya uanamitindo au ukipenda modeling kulingana na vigezo vifuatavyo: mavazi ya ubunifu, mavazi ya kawaida, mavazi ya kitamaduni na mavazi ya kitaalamu. Ili kuwa mwanamtindo hodari, lazima uwe mtanashati, mwili wako pia usiwe umenyorodoka nyoronyoro na uwe mwenye mvuto wa kipekee. Kwa kufungia jamvi, ningependa kumshukuru sana Bi Patricia, Bwana Nderi pamoja na Bi Helen kwa kusaidia katika kukuza klabu yetu ya wanahabari. Asanteni sana na watakia siku njema yenye fanaka na baraka. Ni mimi wenyu Zainab, naomba munieke mahali pema moyoni.
My name is Aweru and I'll be reporting today's news alongside Manasseh. We interviewed a few learners teachers, and even parents regarding Cultural Day. This event is very important as it fosters unity and diversity. The day is going to provide a unique platform that we as learners of HHS have never had before, to come together, to celebrate our heritage, and learn to appreciate and respect the rich tapestry of cultures within our school. A few insights from learners. The beloved Michelle Moy, the head of dance, mentioned that he'll be performing a modern Swahili dance. The dance illustrates Swahili culture as it involves such a culture dance moves that focus on waist movement. This dance enhances confidence and also showcases talent. I will now usher in Manasi to continue from part 2.
From the head of modeling, Tanaka Chavi, we will be showcasing our fashion in the categories casual wear, creative wear, dinner wear, and most importantly, traditional wear. This beautiful day will foster a sense of community with our school as we interact and collaborate with fellow learners, parents, and teachers. We hope that the cultural day will be enriching and a memorable experience for all involved, providing valuable learning opportunities for both learners and teachers. Thank you for your time, kindness, and support to our school. Have a blessed weekend. I'm your news anchor, Manase Morioki.
Evans anahamasisha